What's happening?
The Gremlin's telling me he wants to take this off. It's too damn hot.
What?
It's not that part of the show yet.
No, you can't do that.
Men in Black, I need some help.
What is happening?
I say let's go for
We've
it.
lost control. It's the Gremlin show.
No!
Do it.
No!
Oh my God! Mickey Rourke!
Oh!
Legendary actor, Oscar nominee, the one and only, my friend Mickey
I
Rourke!
can't believe it!
Oh my God!
You're right.
Mickey Rourke!
Oh, that's our Oscar nominee.
Yes!
Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg guessed you. I don't know what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Masked Singer first. We didn't get to vote. The other people didn't get to come out.
Wow.
Mickey said, damn it, it's hot. I'm taking it off. I love it.
No one has ever done this.
Man, you're such a legend. What would make you do the Masked Singer and come have fun with us?
I was in the neighborhood.
Had my Gremlin costume, I was like, I'm pulling up.
I do like the show. I watched like 4 episodes, and they asked me, would you be interested? So I watched like from the very beginning and all that,
All that, yeah.
You were a rising star. Nothing could stop you. This good-looking, sexy guy.
Just me.
Why did you destroy your own career?
You know what?
Maybe why and how?
Oh, it was very easy. With me, it was never drugs. It was never booze. It was abandonment issues, issues of shame.
So you get angry.
Anger and hardness is a shield that hides and masks other things.
I want to talk about something very painful and very important to you, and that's your marriage to a special lady. You married Carrie Otis in 1992. You were divorced in 1998. Why didn't it work?
Right girl at the wrong time. I like to say that's easy to say, but that's not really the truth. I mean,
But you have said
we were
that-
both great. We were both out of our minds.
But you loved her, you
To
have said,
death.
more than anyone else.
Yes.
And her name is tattooed in your arm.
Yeah.
Carrie Otis became a heroin addict. She has admitted this. And you were with her and helped her break the habit, yes?
I got her off the well, for a period of time.
Do you still love Carrie Otis?
Yeah, I still love her. I love her in a different way, though. I was able I waited for her for 8 years to come back.
8 years you kept
Yeah.
hoping that something
yes.
after your divorce? Have you stopped hoping?
Yes, I moved on. This is the first time I've ever been able to really say that and mean it.
Is there anyone in your life now?
No.
Are the demons gone?
Most of them are, yes. Let me just put it to you this way. I didn't believe in going to a therapist.
Going to a therapist?
No, for me it would have been easier to go to a priest than a therapist. And I thought only crazy people went to therapy.
And the therapist put the pieces together?
14 years of therapy, and for the first 5 years, 3 days a week, yeah. And I didn't have the money to pay him, and he carried me. I think I ended up owing him like $68,000. And
He stuck with you?
Well, he said to me, I've never let anybody do this, he says, but I know you'll pay me back.
Has he seen the wrestler, your therapist?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. When I have I love this. When I go, when I have a premiere in Los Angeles, he knows more people than I do.
What would winning an Academy Award mean to you?
Okay, I'm going to say, you'll probably edit one of these things out, but I'll tell you, it would mean a great deal to me. It would be a tremendous honor. It would sum up the whole comeback thing, I guess, in a material kind of way. But in the big picture, you can't eat it, you can't it, and it won't get me into heaven.
Thank you, Mickey Rourke.
Thank you, Barbara Walters.
2 men enter, only 1 man leaves. Please welcome Mickey Rourke! right, let's talk Immortals. Clearly, it's a romantic comedy, and you play the next door neighbor. There's a comic mishap, and now you're thrust into this crazy world.
That's what I told him. It's all about the neighborhood. That's not that funny, you guys. Do they laugh at everything?
But no.
Oh,
no.
God, that would be mental.
They call it "Welcome to My Life."
Right.
Welcome to my life. No, we. I saw it last night, by the way. You are a badass and a half, and it's not that I didn't think that before this film.
Right.
But this character is just. Is there anything redeeming about this guy?
That wasn't really me with the mask on. That was my stunt double.
Oh, really?
I tried to work as little as possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you were telling me that you had to actually reshoot that whole fight scene.
Yeah, the fight scene. I think what they do is they make the movie, they show it to like an audience out in the boondocks. They make comments, and then I think they wanted to see me without my mask. I tried to get the stunt double to do everything, so I had to come back. That wasn't funny either. This guy's laughing at everything. Look at that.
I think there's something hilarious about you you trying to get away with a stunt double doing everything, and then saying, "Listen, they want to see you get punched in the face."
Well, it's like people say to me, "How did you like working with Henry, young up-and-coming British actor?" And I said, it reminded me of when I first started. Henry, he's there, he's doing 200 push-ups, 2,000 push-ups before every take. He couldn't wait to get on the set. I'm looking at my watch, going, "I can't wait to get the out of here." I said, "Henry, you'll see, 20 years from now."
But I saw your face in the fight, so they got you back.
For the fight scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to choreograph it and reshoot it 7-8 months later because the people in the middle of nowhere made comments about it and they wanted to see more.
Where is this theater? Is this theater a shack in the middle of Point Clear, Alabama?
We were
and some guy's just projecting it onto the walls, or?
Alabama.
She needs what is it called? A motorboating?
Ladies, if Mickey Rourke asks for a motorboat, there you go. That's how we do it around here.
They were telling me all the different sayings out in the lobby.
What, did we hand you a copy of the Urban Dictionary?
No,
we teach you have you heard about the leaky basement? Or
no, but I just said, what's wrong with a good old shot in the ass?
Ladies? No, we're not lit for that, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at that. No, look at she's going like that.
Now, speaking of, we have some very obviously gorgeous women on this set, inside and out. I love you, ladies. But Frida, was that the international sign of foreplay?
Lubrication.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
Really?
Mickey Rourke is a gentleman. That's what we learn. You're not just...
There's not one of them here.
What?
One is way more than enough.
A motorboater.
Yeah. I use tears. Tears are nature's lubricant. But Frida Pinto, my lord.
We could motorboat her together.
That's all I wanted to hear, Mickey.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. Is that what happened at the after party? Because I unfortunately did not get there, but...
It was a strange after party.
How so?
Well, we had a various kind of people. We had Chuck Liddell was there, and Alistair Overeem, all the Cage guys, Frank Shamrock, and then we had 50 Cent was there, and it was just an interesting group. Then I had all my friends from a long time ago.
But were you guys just cramming into a photo booth and taking zany shots all night, or
They had really good food there for an after party.
That is surprising, actually.
Yeah, anything's better than the rap party. It's the after party that's better.
And I look back at the career, and you've passed on roles for Beverly Hills Cop, Pulp Fiction, Highlander, Untouchables, Rain Man, etc.
Not all of those, but I've heard that before. Yeah.
We put them in your wiki, so now it's true. I hope that's okay.
In my what?
In the Wikipedia, in the online encyclopedia entry of your life, we just put them in there. So now it's truth. But what is the scale? How do you make the determination of, okay, this is a role I want to do. This is something I'm passing on.
Look at her.
Is that
wow.
do you look at the cast list and then go, all right?
Slap that ass.
Candace, do me a favor. If you just finish it up and I'll read your lines. Oh.
You are.
Were you promised scenes with Frida in Immortals, or?
No. I was promised scenes with Henry, and I think I worked a total of 8 days, but I was there a couple of months.
And would you give Henry even the courtesy of the spit on the palm, or?
No, my stunt double did. he did all the scenes with Henry. Yeah, it was a long shoot, and it was very technical. And you know, Tarsem is out of commercials, and you know, he was the right man for the job because he knew all about the techie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for deferring to me on that. He knows
Yeah.
all that nerd crap, right?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. They told me this
when you're
was-
not getting laid, that's what you're doing,
They
right? You're on
told
the
me that
internet.
this was the nerd show.
This is. You're in good company. And by the way, the nerds love the movie because
Yeah.
it looks amazing and you're awesome in it. So thank you, Mickey Rourke.
It's my favorite nerd right there. Yeah.
She is. She is.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
Mickey Rourke, everybody. Immortals opens on Friday. I thought it was coming over to you.
Good to be here, brother.
Yeah, good to see you
Yeah,
again.
big respect for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Big respect. Mutual. Martial arts. How did it slip into your life? I believe that you did self-defense, right? And then you went into boxing.
Martial arts has always been a big part of my life, even though a lot of people don't know that. I started out years ago doing Kempo. In Miami, it was really popular at the time. And then I went from the Kempo to Harando. It's an old Korean style.
How long have you been following mixed martial arts? Right away from the get-go, you saw number one with Hoist Gracie.
I saw it when just about in the middle of your career.
Okay.
I started following it. And I thought, what's this?
Yeah.
You know, because it went from pretty much, you know, I think right after the boxing, I started watching my first Muay Thai fights, and I went, wow, you know, and then I saw a guy's leg just, you know, and I went, man, that's I knew nothing about that type of kicking, you know. I knew, you know, like almost point type fighting instead. You know, what you learn in, you know, karate classes or martial. Yeah, I knew nothing about all this thigh stuff, and I thought and the knee stuff, and then the head, you know, and I went, wow. And then you started to hear about Bas Rutten and the Gracies, and I'm going, what is this sport, you know, they're doing now, you know, about fighting, and I wanted to get more in tune with it, and I'm a big fan of it now. I was watching a program the other night, and they were talking about boxing is dying, and mixed martial arts is taking over.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that question also. What do you think of that statement? Because you know,
for me, it's a painful statement.
Do you think it's true? I mean, I really still enjoy a good boxing match. So.
I do too. It's like to watch Mosley use his experience and his speed against this power, and you know, we all know speed kills power, and he showed it, and. Yeah, that whole thing about boxing fading away and martial arts, mixed martial arts coming in, you know, it's like there is a lot of truth to it, I think. I think there's a young audience for mixed martial arts right now, I have to be honest with it. And I'm okay with it now because it's like, I know a lot of fighters who've gone over and tried to cross over, and they can't compete.
Yeah,
in the mixed martial arts.
With that said, have you ever been training? Did you ever train mixed martial arts?
Never trained, never grappled because I realized right now it's not something that my body is at this age good for. The Muay Thai stuff, you know, I'll still play around with, but I'm always going to be what I am.
Yeah.
If I'm facing something that I got to take care of business, it's always going to be this with me.
Yep.
I'm not going to throw that kick because I don't do it that well.
Very smart. Some people,
you know, I know my limitations.
Who's your favorite MMA fighter? Which guy do you like?
Aside from yourself?
No, thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. Well, I liked you because, you know, you were one of the first that had the whole package.
Yep.
You know, you could, you know, hands on the ground, feet, you know, and it's all about that. And then you'd see guys who were good with their hands, they couldn't handle guys with their feet. And now it's transcended where everybody's really good at everything. It's just something that I think it's caught up where the fighters these days realize you can't be good at one style. You can't just be a wrestler.
Yep.
You've got to be able to do stand-up, you know, and you've got to have the gas, too. Huerta is one of my favorite fighters.
Oh, yeah.
But Huerta is one of my fighters because he reminds me of the spirit of a fighter. It's the same with you or Frank Shamrock, you know.
Yep.
It's like, I love talking to Frank about it because Frank, he has all that discipline, but also he lives his life. You know,
Yeah.
he's not just that 24/7.
Frank's great. We go back a long time.
Yeah. But he's not that 24/7. He's still wild, you know.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah.
That's what I tell the people. They're walking around all angry all day long. I say, come on, you
no.
burn up.
Exactly.
You burn up.
Yeah.
What would you say excites you the most about mixed martial arts?
You want the truth?
I want the truth, the whole truth.
Okay, I'll tell you right now.
Nothing but.
Gina Carano.
That's a good one. All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Except for
No, I
Gina.
think
She's really good.
She's really good. It's I think what I like watching is I like the guys who come back and incorporate that other element in their game that they didn't have before.
Listen, some people, it's like as a champion, as a fighter, you become a world champion, right? That's pretty much the crown to your success. And in acting, it's got to be a Golden Globe. It's got to be an Oscar.
Yeah.
Did you ever expect this happening?
I probably did when I was very young.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, that was a hope or a goal or a dream, and I knew the only way to get there would be there's no shortcut.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a fight. You know, everybody wants to have the big fight, but you got to do your road work. You got to put your time in. You know, before you're throwing bombs, you got to learn how to put your feet. It's the same thing with acting. So it was all a process over a lot of years of studying and learning how to concentrate and relax and focus. So, you know, you go in and you'd have an audition. You could be relaxed, and it took me years to learn how to do that. And so it's like, sure, I wanted to be in the movies and I wanted to do this, but there was a lot I had to learn on the way there, and because it didn't really come natural to me.
While you were preparing for your part, I remember you calling me. You said, "Boss, I need to get in shape.
Right.
This stuff is harder than I think.
Right.
It's kicking
Right.
my butt.
Right.
I'm getting really, really tired."
We had that conversation, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a whole new respect, I got to believe now, for wrestlers.
Well, for wrestlers, okay, because my whole background was boxing, you know, and only in the last, maybe 15 years, the whole wrestling thing with the mixed martial arts, and I had no clue what to do with wrestling. Everything was hard to get because after 18 years boxing, or how many times I did it, and 7 years as a pro, 6 years as an amateur, it was like you learn to hide everything, and everything comes fast and you don't see it. With this,
You got to
it's
show
this,
it.
and
Yep.
it's like that.
Yeah,
It felt, even the footwork where you learn to move gracefully to the left and to the right off a pivot, you know, and everything. This was all kind of cumbersome and slow, so the
Here
audience,
I go.
here I come, so the audience can read it, you
yeah.
know. So they can't see you if you throw a punch like this,
No.
but if you go like this, you know, and it took me a while. Even my feet, you know, I could. Darren Aronofsky, who knows nothing about athletics or fighting, would say, "You're moving like a boxer," and I say,
too light.
"Fuck you, go back to your office." You know. Meeting this director, I knew he'd want me to put on the weight and to, you know, the muscle, and I knew how hard that would be. He didn't know how hard that would be, and I also knew the emotional journey that I'd be touching on some stuff that would be hurtful a little bit to get to where I needed to get for this guy, living in a state of shame, you know, and having once been someone and now just, you know, being looked at as like a loser, you know.
But you use it.
Yeah, I did.
You used it. You really, because of what I heard, that they wanted Nicolas Cage for the part.
Yeah.
Could have never pulled it off. I mean, I'm so happy that they stuck with you. Because he says, it is Mickey. He really was pulling for you, right?
Yeah, he was very supportive, and he's a no nonsense, takes no prisoners kind of intellectual kind of guy, and he was as an actor, he was making me bring it. I would do a take, and on an emotional level, it was all there, and then he'd go like this. He'd go, "Do it again," and I go, "Didn't I just give it to you?" He goes, "Do it better." And it was almost like a coach going, "Come on, give me one more round. You know, start using the double jab and then come up with the right
but
back
in
with
a
the
nice,
left."
comforting way.
Yes.
Not like some guys, they start screaming at you.
In the corner? Oh, no, I hate that.
yeah.
We've all had those kind of trainers, okay?
Yeah.
Spilling water all over the place. Yeah. With no experience, but it was, there was a lot of trust and respect on both our ends, and that's why I was able to gel like that.
I know, my
brother.
friend. Godspeed.
When the night comes, the land is dark, the moon is there already, like we see. If the sky will look at her to tumble and fall, the mountains would crumble in the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Stay as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand me. Oh, darling.
Mickey, you thought Robin knew who you were, huh?
I should have.
I had to hold him back. He was like, I'm about to go whoop his ass. I was like, no. Gremlin, calm down.
We've hung out a few times together down in Miami.
I bet you have. Oh, my God. Mickey Rourke.